Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Beyond the Mat with me, J. Cole Yoga. Today we're going to talk about marketing, advertising, media, and I'm probably going to ruin some magazine ads for everybody. So get strapped in and let's get boogieing. First of all, is in this psychological warfare against the human psyche that is going on currently in the mass media, television shows, posters, magazine ads, everything that is media is really screwing with your mind. Going through a grocery store, I mean, just look at that. It's just so bright and so much color going on. And color is very important in this, in that studies were done hundreds of years ago about the color and how it affects the human mind. So things like red induces this passion, this fiery desire, it's this doing, it's like taking action and going for it. Whereas green has been shown to make people a little more frivolous and a little more okay at spending. And that's why, at least in America, money is green. It's to help your consciousness, associate that. And get rid of it. Get rid of it. You get it? Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Spend it. Use it. And yellow induces hunger. Different colors of blue induce passiveness. So a lot of doctors' offices you'll find are grays and these blues and very pastel-y kind of colors. And anyways, it's all been designed to mess with your mind in a way to make you want to buy some products. So that's why you'll see all these yellow products, things that are inducing hunger. Green also induces hunger. You'll see these colors commonly themed throughout grocery stores and other stores, not just grocery stores. Anyways, that's how color comes into play because, again, studies were done hundreds of years ago, and we'll get back to that in a minute. In any magazine, there's a certain eye flow that goes on, and I'm just going to take you around the room because I just see something right here that outlines that perfectly. So we'll just quickly scooch on over here. Yeah. Oh, bang. We crazy here. We crazy. We getting crazy on the Beyond the Mat. This right here, Pulp Fiction, outlines it perfectly in that, let's just see, angle that down. Whoop. Whoop. If that glare wasn't there, we'd probably see a little better. Anywho, so what's going on is we have this Z pattern. So starting at the top, the eyes always go, and this is for magazines, posters, a lot of marketing stuff you'll see. And like I said, I'm going to ruin some things for you guys. You'll never be able to look at it the same again. So there's this Z pattern happening that comes along, and the way that Uma Thurman's body has been positioned, this is no mistake. This isn't just a clip from the movie or anything. This was done on purpose. So this comes across, we've got Pulp Fiction, your eye flow comes across like this, and the human mind comes down, over, we read all this, and finally back down to the corner over here, where we have the final thing that usually, so because this is a movie poster, you can't even see what I'm pointing at down here, but anyways, down here is commonly where the logo would go, or the final, the purpose of this advertisement would be like right down in here. So there'd be some kind of logo or maybe a website or anything. In this case, it's Miramax Films. So that's the last thing that they wanted you to get burned into your brain was their film company. So starting again at the top, we go across. Whoosh, her body's been positioned to fill in this space. Whoosh, we kind of come across and back over again. Back over. That's it for that one. So, where was I? So there's that. There's, in magazines, there's another common one where you have just a big block of a header image and then a big block of text. So that's one of the second commonly used ones. The Z pattern, that centered. Sometimes it's not, obviously it's not a lady, it's a twisting river. It's a road that's got a twist to it. There's always something going on here. And the way that the model's laid out, again, it might not be Uma Thurman. It could be for a Maybelline makeup or anything like that. And so that just keeps being repeated over and over and over again. So there's that, centered. Sometimes it's all just words, just centered straight down the middle. Not really any artistic designs going on there, or not really any psychological designs. Being someone who's gone through schooling for this, that's what they'll tell you, is that this is a way that it works. This is what you have to do, but they're not telling you that, hey, you're kind of screwing with people's minds. Like, maybe they don't want to watch Pulp Fiction, and now they're going to watch it because some poster messed with their mind. It's the same thing. Maybe they don't want to buy that box of sugar cereal, but it, and they brought their kids with them, and it's affecting the kids, and the kids are screaming and crying and freaking out because they're being bombarded by so much stimulus in a grocery store, shopping malls, any kind of mall. All of this has been designed to mess with your psyche. Why would you bring your child into that and expect them to be able to behave better than you can even behave yourself? So there's that. I guess the next step is undoing all of this. So yeah, some guy did a study hundreds of years ago, and he figured out by surveying a few hundred, let's say a few thousand people, can we really truly trust somebody who didn't have the power of the internet to harvest, and really, like, let's survey 1 million people. Then maybe we can better judge whether yellow actually induces hunger, or green induces hunger and spending, and blue makes you calm, and red makes you active. Like, maybe this isn't even true. Maybe this is something that's been sold to us as a way of living, in the sense that they're trying to maybe trap us within these systems and these paradigms by training certain people, like myself, who's done the marketing training, to go into that, and telling us that this is just the way it is, and this is how it works. And they don't tell you that you're messing with psyches, but you soon find that out. And the ones who don't, I guess, are just kind of lost in that world forever, believing that everything that they're doing is right and just. And maybe that's okay for them. It wasn't for me. So anyways, maybe that whole thing, and I mean, a lot of this was Sigmund Freud's work, who had done all of these studies, who's also the guy who talks a lot about the ego and was really into separating parts of yourself in that sense. And I also am kind of looking back on that now, and I'm saying the same thing. Like, again, this guy only had hundreds to a couple thousand people to really survey and really figure this shit out. So why should we trust this anymore? Maybe there's not an ego. Maybe he made that up so that he could treat people based on the idea in all of us that there is this sinister, evil thing lurking around, creeping around through the back of our psyches, messing with us, making us do things that we don't really want to do, or making us do things that it wants to do, the self, the I, the me, all of that. Maybe that's not even real. Maybe it doesn't exist. Maybe it's all been made up by this one guy, and we've all just been running with it and letting it snowball and get more and crazily out of control, because the idea of it is what can grow. And when the idea of something can grow, the thing itself is almost as if it really is real. And I guess I'm running out of things. That's it off my list for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed this episode of some marketing, some ruining things for you. And if you enjoy the show, please subscribe. If you'd like to donate, you can donate by clicking on the donate to Patreon link. And that's it. Peace, love, and light. Namaste. And all that other good noise. We out.